were going through adoption in the beginning, we were like, oh, we're not going to have a baby for another 3 years. And here we are, less than a year later, and about to have a baby.
Yep, babies.
Babies.
Plural.
Oh my God.
Not singular.
Hi guys, it's Eric.
And Adam.
And today is McBaby Monday.
McBaby Monday. It's McBaby Monday.
It is McBaby Monday. Welcome
It
back
is.
for another exciting episode.
Episode?
I don't know.
It's like a TV show, but not really.
We are at 25 weeks. What? It's so crazy. It's getting so
I know.
close. Every single time a number goes by, it's just, oh my gosh.
I know, we're just getting closer and closer.
I get nervous, but excited nervous. I'm like, oh, it's almost here.
And like just thinking back where we started. It's like we're
Oh,
already
yeah.
25 weeks. It's like, wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Today we are doing a Q&A.
Yeah.
We have gotten a lot of questions over the past month. We've answered them like in the comments section, but we've had a lot of repeat questions, so we're just,
In case people haven't seen our replies and responses to some of the questions in the comments on past videos, we wanted to answer them for everyone in case you were wondering.
Oh, thank you for all the comments on last week's video. You guys,
everyone was so sweet.
It was, you're gonna hate me when I just got chills again. I always get
Every
chills.
video.
And it was just really awesome to see everyone's positive response, saying how beautiful and how excited they are about the names, and we're just happy that you enjoyed them and that we could share in our excitement in the names. So thank you.
Yeah. So, update on our girls. We had an appointment with Corinne this past week, and everything went great. We tried to film. Trust me, I tried really hard to film the ultrasound. It was about a half-hour ultrasound. It was, I guess, meant to be as extensive as the 19-week update video ultrasound, but it wasn't because we thought it was going to be like an hour. It was actually an hour and a half, and they got Corinne in early. Or yeah.
Half an hour.
I said hour and a half, didn't I? Yeah. Half an hour, so it was half that time. And they got Corinne in early because she had to pee, so they were very accommodating.
Yeah,
But,
so with this particular appointment, they make her drink this special drink an hour before with 32 ounces of water, and she cannot pee until they look at her cervix to make sure, like, how big it is and that it's not, like, crazy.
This is 17 ounces, so it's almost twice of these, yeah.
And you have 2 babies inside of you that are pushing on your bladder all at the same time. So, needless to say, by the time we got to the appointment, Corinne was like, oh my God, I'm in pain. I need to pee so bad. And so they quickly looked at what they needed to look at and let her go to the bathroom, and she came back much relieved. Because while she was like looking at it before she peed, before Corinne peed, while the doctor was looking at it, she was like, oh, I think I just saw a contraction. You should probably go pee. And I was like, contraction? She's like, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, and I was like,
because we freaked out. We're like, wait.
What are the chances of her having the babies today? Like, real little. But it was really cool because on the ultrasound we could see Corinne's bladder. And so I said to the woman, I was like, I wish I had one of these machines so I could see when my bladder's full. She was like, shouldn't you know when it's full? I'm like, oh, well, I do, but I'd like to see it too. So.
But the whole appointment was great. We got to see a lot of things up close, like the vertebrae and the face and...
Oh, and we got some great pictures, like some profiles and like with their hands, and you can see the fingers and like...
Yeah, there's this one picture where you can see like the whole mouth and the teeth and the nose, like her little butt nose. Oh.
But yeah, the girls are looking fantastic, and they had heartbeats of, I want to say it was 134 and 148, if I'm remembering correctly.
Maybe switch. 138 and 144. Or it was like
146.
It was like 130 and 150.
Yeah. And wasn't it like one weighed 1.7 and then 1.8? So they are both around the same weight, which is good because that means one of the babies isn't eating up all the nutrients from the other one. So they're both sharing. They're best friends, which is wonderful.
They, again, were really close to each other.
Yep,
almost like spooning.
Wait, but there was one part where one of the babies had her butt in the other baby's face.
It was so funny. We're like, is that her butt in her face? Like, yeah.
Yeah, the other one was like posing for the cameras, and then the other one was like, here's my booty. So now it's time for the Q&A.
First Q&A ever!
Yeah,
Yay!
first ever. So we went back through our comments on videos, and we found some questions that you guys had asked us. And here we will answer them for you.
Me in the face.
No.
I think I say that every video.
Every video,
I'm like,
yeah.
you hit me in the face.
I mean. Alright, so first question. Wibble Wobble asked it, the Desirees asked it, and Isabel. I might pronounce your name wrong, but I'll put up the comments in the actual video.
Ivankovich.
And the question you all asked was, have you decided which baby will be named what? And have you already decided which girl has which name since they have your initials? So what we were thinking on how to name the girls was, because Eric was born first, we were thinking that Everest would be whoever is born first. So the E is the oldest. Yeah.
Yeah. So they technically may not have their DNA in their name, because who knows, if Everest is born first, but it happens to have Adam's DNA with Julie's, then so be it. It doesn't matter to us at this point, like, whose DNA is whose. We are going to find out. That is another question that someone asked a long time ago.
Yeah.
If we're going to find out the DNA. Yes, for medical reasons. We are going to find out. But I don't know when we're going to find out, and I don't think we're going to wait to find out to name them. So we have decided that whoever's first is going to be named Everest.
And we thought about it too, the whole because we said they have their DNA in their names, but even if Everest is the baby that has my DNA, if it weren't for me, then, you know.
Then she would not be here, and they would still.
This whole situation wouldn't be happening, type of thing. So it's like, if they aren't the DNA, it's the pieces that are missing. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we were thinking. So
it's a little bit of a stretch.
Either way it works. Okay. Either way it works.
It works.
It works. Yeah.
Another question is from Kimmy for Life. And it says, what are the babies going to call you? Is one going to be dad, one daddy, or what? That is a very good question, because we're still kind of discussing it. We thought we had come up with one, but then we're like, oh, well then, I don't know if it's just going to happen organically.
What would you prefer to be called?
I would prefer daddy.
And I would prefer to be called daddy. To me, dad seems a little too serious and I don't know, stern sounding. I never I called my dad once I was older, but as kids, daddy just sounds more fun. And
I don't mind dada either, so maybe I'll be dada and you'll be daddy.
Oh, well, and I was thinking daddy A and daddy E, but then that's kind of a mouthful, daddy E.
Yeah.
If they're going to even be able to say daddy E.
When they start talking at jibber jab, 9 months, they're not going to say Daddy A, Daddy E. They're not gonna.
Yeah, but
I said Daddy B.
Papa and Poppy and Dad, they all sound kind of older to me. So
yeah,
and definitely not father, because that's very proper, and I'm not proper at all.
Yes, father.
So yes, father. Hello. Yeah, and I don't want to be called by my name either.
Oh, no.
I never called my parents by their name. I just think that's real awkward. It's it feels weird.
Yeah.
Be Adam. What?
Hopefully that answers your question. But yeah.
I think we need time with that one, yeah.
Yeah.
So this one is from Geraldine, and she asked, are you both going to be in the delivery room, and is there going to be a scheduled C-section? A few people have asked if there's going to be a C-section as well. And that is something that we'll know closer to our due date. Our due date is December 8th, but the babies, I believe is it 30 or 32 weeks?
32.
32 weeks that they, once they're in that position, they kind of settle in that position and don't really move. So then we'll know if they are head first, feet first, breached, blah, 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 like all that positioning.
Transverse.
Yeah. So we'll know in like 7 weeks if it'll be a C-section or not.
Yeah.
Which we're all hoping that it's not going to be a C-section, just because, it's not ideal to get cut open. Isn't that how they do that? They like cut it open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make an incision below. And then also, we hope to both be in the room.
Yeah.
I know if it's definitely a vaginal birth, we can definitely be there. Corinne is all about it. It's totally fine. She definitely wants her husband there, my brother, Mike, which totally makes sense.
Yeah.
If we go into the C-section route, they said only one person can be there, which
Mike
will be Mike, my brother, her husband, and unfortunately we won't be able to. But there is a chance. We actually asked the doctor. It all depends on who is the doctor on call that will be delivering the babies, if they will allow us in the room. We are told that most of them will allow us to be in the room, but we shouldn't count on it, just to not set our hearts on it. So if they do allow one more person in, then I think we've decided it will be me.
Yeah.
And then hopefully both of us will be in there. Just because I think Adam is a little more woozy when it comes to that kind of stuff.
I don't even like watching Grey's Anatomy when they do the surgery stuff, so I'm like, I'll be okay. I'm gonna like read a magazine out in the lobby. Like,
and I'm the opposite.
deuces.
I'm like,
yeah, he's like binoculars, like, ooh, yeah, go deeper. Yeah.
So this next question is from Mom to ZNE. And she asked about the C-section, and then she asked, will Corinne pump for us, for the girls when they come? And will one of us be a stay-at-home father? So Corinne, with her 2 previous boys, was not as successful as she wanted to be as far as pumping. So she is going to try, and she will freeze whatever she can. And we are definitely going to go that route, and she has definitely said that she wants to. So, so that's that. We are definitely not going to be doing the whole like Craigslist buying your baby's breast milk or anything like that. Just because
that's a thing on Craigslist.
I don't know if it's Craigslist, but
I've heard of
Craigslist, and there's websites like that you can get.
I'm like,
these milk, just because we are so hands-on and we want to make sure everything is clean and correct. We just don't want the unknown.
And we have trust issues.
And there's been a lot of controversy between breast milk and then formula. And a lot of studies say that formula is great. So we're not too worried about it. We hope that they will take Corinne's breast milk and that she is able to produce for us because of the nutrients and all that good stuff. So we'll definitely see.
Were you breastfed?
I am guessing. I actually don't know.
I don't know either. I'm thinking I was formula because, me and boobs. I'll ask my mom on that one.
And then her next question was hilarious. Her next question is one of us going to be a stay-at-home dad? We are going to cross that bridge when it comes to it, because right now I am lucky that my job is very freelance and very part of my job is very freelance. I make my own hours, and the other is more of an I can do it from home, basically. It's Adam who actually goes in and has a schedule and stuff. So I'm going to try to work out my schedule to where I work when he doesn't, so that we can do.
It'll be like a flip-flop. Like when he is at home, then I'll be working. And when I'm at home, you'll be working. So one of us will always be at home is ideally what we want to happen.
That's what we're going to try. So we'll see what happens. And We have some support from friends and family, so we have that as well.
Another question is from Jolene, and she asked, how involved will Corinne be in the girls' lives? Since she is naturally going to be their aunt, regardless if this is the process we took to get our children, if we did adoption, fostering, anything, she would have still been their aunt. But because of the circumstance, and she carried them for 9 months, that she's going to have this special connection with them is what we're both thinking. And like, she kind of knows how they are more than we do at this point.
She lives in San Diego. We live in LA, so we will attempt to see each other as much as possible.
Yeah.
Definitely in the beginning, we won't be able to go anywhere really for the first couple of months, especially to San Diego. We'll have to see how they are with traveling and being in the car and stuff. We hope to just be in each other's lives as much as possible, especially because she has 2 boys, we'll have 2 girls, and they're going to be cousins, and we just really want them to be able to be friends and really be close. So that is our goal. She'll definitely be in our lives.
And
sure.
And the girls eventually will know that Auntie Corinne helped with bringing them into the world. Like, it's all going to be out in the open.
So the next question is from William Creeley. He actually was the one that suggested us having an interview with Mike, which is Corinne's husband, to see how he is doing with the whole process. And we will have him sitting in, I think, on the next interview we do with Corinne, just so that we can ask him questions as well.
Get his perspective,
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. So thank you for that. But he also asked, does the number of people involved with everything, do we wish it was more private?
And does it make it more special having more people?
It definitely makes it more special. I think just the more support you get when you're going through situations, especially unknown situations like this, is better. And I think opening it up to this whole YouTube thing has been incredible for us. We've gotten a lot of support from you guys.
Yeah.
And we've helped a lot of people. We've encouraged a lot of people. So I think, this whole process has been amazing because of everyone who's involved.
You can't really have too much love and support and positivity. So the fact that our best friend is our egg donor, our sister-in-law is our surrogate, and we have a whole extended family with you guys, it's just a whole ton of love, support, and positivity, and bringing the girls into a world that has so much of that isn't a bad thing. And the more the merrier. Like, we just adore it. And so, we love it.
It makes it more special.
It does. It really does make it more special.
This whole situation. And it's exciting.
Yeah. Yay. So another question we got was from Sally Gray, and she asked, how did you pick which gender you implanted at the beginning of this whole process? And we didn't pick. The universe picked for us because...
So initially, embryos, we had 12. And then by the time we went through the whole process of fertilization and the testing and the PGS testing, we ended up having 5 of my embryos and 2 of Adam's embryos, and they were all girls. Mm-hmm. So the universe chose for us, like we said. Mm-hmm. We didn't have a choice.
Out of the 12 that we had, I think 11 of them were girls, so the chances of us having girls were very, very strong. Yeah.
Adam had... I think you had actually 2 boys. But both were abnormal in the PGS testing results.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Or no, there was one that was a boy and then one that was unidentified. Yeah. Remember? Yeah.
And then we got it back. One that was, they were having a trouble looking at the DNA. They didn't get a good enough sample.
Yeah.
So we did a second testing for that one in particular, and it came back as a boy, but it did not have the normal chromosomes.
Yeah. But the universe chose for us, and we have Addison and Everest.
And we're totally fine with it.
Oh, yeah, completely.
We couldn't be more happy.
Yeah.
We're so excited. And then she also asked, what do we plan to do with the other 5 embryos? They are frozen currently at SDFC, San Diego Fertility Center. And we are just keeping them frozen for right now. We don't know what we're going to do. We wanted to make sure this whole process went smoothly, and so until we have the baby girls in our lives, I think that's when we'll kind of start to have that discussion of what we're going to do with the other embryos.
Yeah.
But yeah. So awesome. Thank you guys for joining us on our very first Q&A. Woo! Success, I think. If you guys have any other questions you want us to answer, maybe we'll start doing this like once a month, every other month or something like that. So keep the questions coming. We love to
Hear from
answer
you
them
guys.
for you guys. No question is too out there or too personal. Clearly, we are opening our lives up for you guys on this channel, and that's the whole purpose of it. But thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe. Click on that little subscription and the little notification button. Also, give us a thumbs up. We love those thumbs up. And tell your friends about it and all that good stuff. We love you all. We'll see you soon. 3,